little drive, so I thought I just press record and say happy Saturday to my people. I listened to East. If you have not listened to that yet, I strongly recommend listen to Tony Ray and even Alex Hormozi. Just phenomenal stories of pain and how they got through it, and stories about how Alex Hormozi's wife became who she is because of Tony Robbins, and she would listen to his tapes. Anyway, so I'm listening to this thing, and it took me back to my journey of self-development and basically shaping who I am today, and my morals and my everything, my knowledge, my fight for, better, right, for greatness. And, the purpose of Badassery Factory was literally, so it took me, so if you listen, when you listen to this interview, you'll understand what I'm talking about here, because they both talked about the fight and why they did and why they do what they do, and how it starts and where the passion comes from, and it all comes from a pain point, and the idea that without that pain, not much is going to happen. So as you're going through your pain, most people focus on the negative, this sucks, this is horrible, fucking up my life, etc. Point is, because of that pain, if you use it, you can do something really great with it, change your life, but then take it out farther and touch other people's lives, obviously, globally, if you want. So my journey goes back to probably 30, probably more. I was, I think, 19 or so when I bought my first Zig Ziglar book. I wanted to understand sales and the human dynamic, and how people react to certain words and conditions, and it was my exposure, if you will, to self-development. And from there, that was literally the turning point for me, not understanding maybe who I am and what my father instilled in me, some good and some bad. My father was verbally very hard with me. Anyway, so I had to go through a bunch of shit of learning who the fuck I am today, basically. So from there, my goodness, the amounts of seminars that I went to, from T. Harv Eker to Tony Robbins to, gosh, many others, and the books that I've read, and the audio books that I've listened to, the amounts of coaches that I've hired to understand, to why do I feel this way? Why don't I feel good enough? Why the suffering? Why the pain? And when I was 30 when I met Tammy, my wife, and then immediately kids, marriage, etc. And it was like that, sorry. So kids, she was pregnant, 5 months pregnant when we got married. My fault. She was just hot. What do you want me to do? So kids, business is booming. I just built a 6,000 square foot house for us in California. It was just, everything was beautiful. One day, I'm dealing with, in construction, I'm dealing with high-end, big money individuals. I was building for a few of the Lakers. Like, it was, pretty badass. Fast forward, I'm driving to a client's house, Manhattan Beach, and on the way there, not sure what happened, but all of a sudden, my chest gets tight, my arms start tingling, heart palpitations, face goes numb, and I'm like, holy shit, what is this? I'm dying. Anyway, I get to the client's house, I knock, ring doorbell, nothing. I'm looking for help at this point. I think I'm literally gonna die. Long story short, he doesn't respond. He was in the shower or something, getting ready. I was early. Eventually, I call someone that was not a doctor, but maybe somebody that I thought I should talk to. This guy says, what are you feeling? And I said, ABC. He's like, yeah, it sounds like you're having a heart attack. So I'm like, oh, fuck, right? So maybe I am dying. And I'm 32 at the time, healthy, all that stuff. So I call 911, the ambulance comes, they take me in, they do all these tests, and there's nothing physically wrong with me. Yet, at the end, the doctor comes in, gives me a couple of 2 blue pills, tiny little fuckers, and he's like, take these, let's see what happens. Literally 20 minutes later, life was amazing. Like, there was nothing wrong, I'm happy. But so I'm going from this fearful place of death to there's literally nothing wrong. I'm excited now. Turns out I'm having an anxiety attack, a panic attack, all in one. They gave me whatever the drug was at the time. And So now these anxiety attacks get big and they get big and they grow, and panic attacks, I eventually become suicidal. So I'm having suicidal thoughts and, picturing myself with a gun to my under the chin, and fucking nasty, dark times. Anyway, so I went through whatever I could to learn what's anxiety, what is panic, how could somebody like me, healthy, I have everything great going on, feel this way? Like, how is that possible for me to have this level of suffrage, if that's a word, suffering? Suffrage is a word? I don't know. So I went out there and I found that it's what you focus on, and it's the thoughts, and what you focus on is going to produce a reaction in the body. The body is just signaling me, that, hey, you're way off track, you got to get back in the right track. And what I did, thank God, a few years ago, I met a hypnotherapist who wanted to help me quit smoking, because I was smoking about 2 packs a day, cigarettes, that is. And we had her card, so I said, hey, let's call Pamela, was her name, see if she deals with this. So we call her up. She's like, of course, that's my specialty. Get in the car, we drive. She was like an hour plus away. We camp out, get a hotel for the week. Bam. So this now begins my journey to understand that literally my thoughts would produce a feeling, if you will, in the body called anxiety or panic or depression or suicidal tendencies, if you will. So now I'm 32, so now this begins the journey of me mastering my thoughts. So whatever happens up here today is literally manufactured by me. Every single thought is a choice. Do I once in a while get a thought I don't like or I don't want? Yes, but I've trained myself to flip the script and immediately go into something that I am about. Let's say gratitude, for example. Anything, you guys know I teach this, 2 pieces of matter cannot occupy the same space at the same time. So what I had to learn is that I cannot have a positive and a negative thought at any one given moment. So then it became choice. So if I'm thinking of shit, that was choice. If I'm thinking that I'm fucking sexy, choice. And either one will produce a reaction in the body. It was amazing. So that just like, boom, catapulted me into learning more seminars, more coaches, more reading, more self-development. And this, from that gave birth to Badassery Factory, because when I was in my darkest moments, I literally said, this is so bad, so horrible. When I come out of this, I will one day help people in the same situation. Anybody suffering with any kind of emotional shit, man, we got to be able to get them, because you're going to have it, and that's great. But how do you get out fast? How do you change that faster than otherwise? So it became a mission. And, I've been coaching people through the different businesses I've done. I've been on stages for many years. So that was sort of natural for me. But then I thought, okay, how do we put together a program where I can literally reach people and help them and get them to a much better place and let them get on a journey to greatness? And that's how Badassery Factory basically came around, because I'm like, we always use the word badass. And how do we create badasses? Because that's really what it's about. If you feel great and you're happy and you're content and you feel free, that to me is a badass, right? Whether you have money, no money, married, not married, that means nothing. How you feel in your own skin is 100% of everything. So the journey was, how do we create badasses? And I'm like, all right, cool. Where do you make the best things in the world? Like a Rolls Royce. Where does it made? Well, factory. Where do you make Gulfstream planes? In a factory. So I'm like, hey, okay, cool. So we'll bring people into the factory and turn them into badasses. Hence, Badassery Factory. So today, my passion, because of that pain, I get to help people literally shift their realities and get them to places that maybe they never thought were possible. Because what happens today? Think of your journey today. We all have something to do where we've got to make money, we've got to feed the kids. So there's either a business or maybe you're just in a job. Not just in a job, I'm not minimizing it, but everybody's different, and that's okay. But you're busy and there are problems, things pop up, and sometimes it's heavy and it feels overwhelming, and anxiety kicks in because I'm scared of what's going to happen in the future, and blah blah fucking blah. So that's the journey of being able to take someone and shift their reality into something fun. Remember ever having fun? Remember those days when it was simple? Go back to when you were 4, 5, 6, 7 and you were dreaming that you're going to be a astronaut, or you're going to be a race car driver, or whatever the heck you wanted to be, because it was easy. We believed in the imagination, but through the journey of pain and what I call the bag of bricks, all the shit that we collect through the years, and we got to hold on to them because we gave them meaning. Because of that, now we don't dream anymore. We're focused so much on the fucking problem and the pain and the suffering that has become our identity. So point is, if you're ready to shift all that, get a new identity, and I'm not talking like a new identity, like a new name, a new social security. I'm talking about the internal work. If you're at that place where it's like, man, I need more, I'm ready for the next level, I gotta let go of some of this fear, the shit that's holding me back, I'm ready. Well, here's what we have in Badassery Factory today. We have every Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Pacific, group coaching sessions, and they're fucking powerful. And if you know somebody that's been in the group, they'll tell you, or somebody that's in the group now, they'll tell you exactly how powerful they are. Fucking stupid pricing of $188 per month. So I made it literally so anybody can do it. And if you haven't heard of the 3 for free, if you refer 3 people to the group, you get your money back. It's very, very simple. This way you just go every month for free. As long as you have 3 people paying every month, you go for free. So it's like, no more excuses. Oh, the money's tight, I don't have money. I just took all your excuses away. The next thing we have going on, which is really, really powerful, is boot camp in Sedona, Arizona, April 8-9. It's a 2-day event. These things are just badass. I mean, day 1, I call it demo. You come in, literally strip you down internally. We're gonna find all the shit, everything holding you back, all your fears, all your insecurities, all your inhibitions. Literally, day 1, we're gonna just strip you down, figure out what the fuck, what happened. Why aren't you soaring? Why are you making that big dollar that you want to make? Why aren't you healthy? Why aren't you, whatever your situation is, we're going to find the problem on day 1. On day 2, magic happens because now we go into build and design. So we're going to build you back up with positive reinforcements. We're going to figure out what it is that you want, because day 1, it's all the shit that you don't want, but you keep doing it. So day 2 is literally all about, okay, what do I want? What do I want? What do I want? And then we start designing the future, creating a plan, and then obviously the biggest part of all this is action. Once you know what to do, you got to take action. Change your fucking life. So the first action is getting to the boot camp. Second action is you get home, you're going to get to work. So that's it. Stupid, again, very well priced, $888. With the same 3 for free concept to refer 3 people that come to the boot camp, get your enrollment for free. So stupid, again, I made it just stupid simple, keep it simple, stupid KISS concept. That's what I wanted to do. This way it can help anybody. You're ready to change your life, would love to kick your ass. Oh man, and I love it. See this the emotion coming out right here. I fucking love to transform people. It's my passion. It's just powerful for me. So that's it. I watched that Tony Robbins thing this morning. Tony for me is a big part of my growth. Huge part of my journey. Read his shit, listened to his stuff, been to his seminars, joined his private groups. Like, we've done a lot. Anyway, so that just triggered me into like, shit, I am living in my passion. I am doing my fucking passion that came out of pain. So I guess the message for you today is, let that pain be okay. Don't fight it. But the trick is to come out of it, right? How do I get out of pain fast? How do I end the suffering fast? Get to a great place, get to a happy place, get to a healthy place. And from there, build something around that. Whatever it could be a charity, it could be a business, it could be anything, to where you can now help other people with whatever that pain is, because that's going to be your passion. Figure out how you can help others become better. That was it. That's a message for Saturday. As you guys know, I love you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.